Welcome to Hawk Talk number 17. Join me, we've got another GOAT from our COD team. Jet, welcome Jet.
What's going on, guys? What's going on, Eric? How you doing?
I'm doing well today. We're just winding down the semester.
Yeah.
How are finals going?
Pretty good. I'm pretty sure I got one more today and then like some miscellaneous assignments on Friday and I'm done.
Cool.
So,
it's got to be a good feeling.
yeah.
And then we can lock in on some COD over the summer.
Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Probably be good to take a break too.
Yeah.
Go and touch some water and grass.
Yeah, absolutely. Go outside.
Yeah, by all means. So, Jet has had the luxury of watching the other two interviews, so I don't think any of these questions will come as a surprise, but they might. So let's see.
Yeah. I'm ready.
So let's go the first. If you had to replace your entire loadout with weapons from a medieval fair, what would your setup be?
I feel like, so of course, I'm pretty sure Max and Ryder said a crossbow or something equivalent to it. So I'll get up and personal. I'll probably go with like an axe or like a battle axe.
Okay.
And probably behind me, I'll probably have like a dagger or something and probably just run around.
So the daggers, in case you drop the battle axe.
Yeah,
Okay.
in case if it's too heavy or something, and
Yeah.
I just got to drop it real quick.
That's interesting. I suppose that does make a team. If you have two crossbows, you need like something melee.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna get rushed.
Something
and
up close and
wrecked.
personal.
Yeah, totally. Fair enough. Next question. This gets real personal. Which teammate would you trust the least to revive you in a 1v4 situation, and why?
The person I would trust the least, I'll probably have to go with Max. Max, he gets a little bit nervous sometimes here and there. Little friendly banter, Max.
Did you hear that?
Max, I love you, but he can get nervous sometimes. But just jokes, Max. It's just jokes.
I don't think it is jokes. That's funny. Now we're gonna get really personal. Third question. Call of Duty had a dating sim mode. What would your character's pickup line be in the pregame lobby?
Probably any pickup line. So like, I probably have to go with like, instead of showing you the world, I'd rather show the world you. That's pretty fire.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
That's pretty fire.
That's like the most kosher one I've heard.
Yeah, I heard Riders was pretty funny.
Yeah, Raiders was interesting. Max's was, what is it, show me your childs or something? Yeah, that was good. Yours was good though. Yours might actually work. A little less personal here. Which real world snack would you say best describes your gameplay style and why?
I probably have to say Gushers. You know what Gushers are, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, of
I probably have
course.
to say Gushers. They're kind of sticky, and when you eat them, they get like a little, it's like a little juice that explodes in your mouth. So
Sour gushers or normal?
I'll probably have to go to normal.
Okay. Are they the normal kind, like the gusher, or like the Tic Tac bot gusher?
The Gushers,
Okay.
yeah.
I had some of the Tic Tac bot gushers. Yeah, they just taste unhealthy.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of sugar in them, and they're not really the healthiest, but
No, the normal gushers are like way better, I think.
I feel like usually when I'm eating them, I don't feel healthy or something, but
Yeah.
it's like a little cheat snack or something like that.
Okay. So, you just got recruited into a secret Call of Duty movie. What's your character's name and what's the plot of the film?
I'd probably say their name would be Chalant. You know where Chalant comes from?
No.
Nonchalant. If you
Oh,
know.
you're Chalant.
Yeah,
Okay, I
if you
see
know,
where you're
you know,
going.
but he's probably the most active one, probably just running around doing his own thing.
That's
I kind of
funny.
basing it off of like how like Max and like Ryder and them play.
Yeah.
Kind of something like that.
Okay. Fair enough. That's a good one. So, next question. If your COD skills translated to real life, what job would you be qualified for?
My COD skills.
Yeah, I like how... I want to see where you go with this before I chime in.
My COD skills, what job I would have based on my COD skills.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's a pretty hard challenge. A pretty hard question right there.
Max said James Bond. Yep. Ryder said a combat medic, because you can get in and get out.
What job I would have based on my COD skills? I'd probably be, what's a job where you sit around? Probably like a 9 to 5 working in a cubicle. Cause usually I'm sitting on like point. Me and Max have a little banter where usually I'm on point and he's frying out. So
Okay.
I'd probably say a little 9 to 5 in a little cubicle.
Fair enough.
Just sitting.
Realistic.
Yeah.
Love it. And then Max is he going to be James Bond in the cubicle next to you?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
They'll probably be calling in here and there.
Yeah. Fair enough. I like that answer. That's very grounded and realistic.
Yeah.
James Bond. Yeah. So you're stuck in a gulag with one celebrity. Who is it, and do you or they survive?
You probably have to throw me in there with like Ryan Reynolds.
Interesting.
Ryan Reynolds, me and Ryan Reynolds in a gulag.
As Deadpool, or?
I mean, if it's Deadpool, I'm losing, like no matter what.
Yeah.
But I feel like if it's just me and him, just us two,
He's gonna get right.
yeah, he's getting mollywalked.
Yeah.
So I'm probably doing some pretty nutty stuff on him.
It makes sense. And he's probably not gonna see it coming. He's not in his.
He's not in his full Deadpool uniform.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He'd
I'm pretty sure I
probably-
got it in the bag.
He'd make a joke about it. He's hilarious,
Yeah,
though.
I love him, especially in Deadpool.
When I was younger, there was a movie, National Lampoon's Van Wilder. Did you ever
yeah?
see that? One of
Nah.
his first movies?
Nah, I
I saw
never
that
heard
when I
that.
was young. I think that was him. Anyways, that's okay. I'm dating myself here. If the team had to form a band instead of a squad, who's on what instrument?
All right, so I put Max on the cowbell, just holding the little bell and just hitting it.
You always need more cowbell.
Yeah, we need him on the cowbell, and I probably have Ryder. Ryder's group leader, so of course he's singing. We're gonna put him on the main mic, and then Jose. I'll probably throw Jose on like, let's see, instruments out there. I'll throw Jose on a chime bell, same thing as like a cowbell. So I have Max.
Except an electric one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have Max on the original like old school cowbell, and I have Jose on a chime electrical bell.
More cowbell.
And
I
then
love
Ryder
it.
lead singer. And
Yeah.
then I'd be on like that, you know, that electrical wave thing? I forgot what
A
it's.
synth wave.
Yeah, I'll be on that.
Or something.
And I'll
Okay.
just be
So this
cutting it
is
up on
going,
that.
we're going to have a synth wave. What kind of, is Ryder going to be screaming, singing, rapping?
He's probably gonna be mumbling, probably mumble rapping.
Mumble rapping.
Yeah.
Okay. With the cowbell.
Yeah, a cowbell,
in the
chime,
triangle.
and a little electrical waves, and Ryder mumble rapping. So I'm pretty sure that's a pretty good squad right there.
Yeah, no, it sounds like you could take that places.
Yeah, we'll make it out.
I don't know what places, but it would go somewhere.
We'll make it far.
Yeah. So, next question. What's your most delusional Call of Duty hot take?
Delusional.
An example would be camping is a high IQ play.
I'd probably have to say ARs. If you're playing an AR, really doesn't take that much skill. It really doesn't
Interesting.
take that much skill. You know, you could just hold down your ADS the whole entire time and just control recoil.
So what about for us mouse and keyboard players?
Mouse and keyboard. If you're playing COD on mouse and keyboard, you deserve to get slammed by some controller people.
Yep, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to better at a controller.
I'm
than
sorry,
I
Eric.
guess.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. That one was personal. I'm just joking.
I apologize.
It's okay. I forgive you. If you had to name your controller like a pet, what would you call it?
I'll probably have to call it. You know where that comes from?
Callista.
No, it comes from the BO2. There's a sniper, the
Oh.
DSR, and then the ballista. Ballista is probably
Interesting. That's actually a good answer.
the most favorite gun I ever used. So I'd probably call my controller the ballista.
I think Max said Rolly because he does the claw grip. Yeah. I can't remember what Ryder said. Anyways, a few more questions.
Mm-hmm.
What comment made you, or what moment made you realize you really loved playing Call of Duty?
I'd probably have to say I love S&D. So usually, like if I'm placed in a sketchy scenario where, like if it's like a 1v2 or a 1v3, and you get that little adrenaline rush, and you know you clutch up the round or something, that feeling of like your heart pumping a little bit. That's probably what made me fall in love with COD. And plus, you know, the little banters and trash talking here and there. So I'd probably have to
That's
say
cool.
that.
That is cool, yeah. It's community too.
Yeah, of course. Meeting new people, example, like the people who've done the interview so far.
Yeah, the in-person stuff is
Yeah.
It's harder to talk well, I take that back. There's a lot of trash talking at in-person COD LAN stuff.
Of course.
It's just part of it's the nature of the beast. I've had to delete some stuff from our Twitter account. That was, because I can post it in the COD, in the Call of Duty crowd.
Yeah.
But I can't post it in the Valorant crowd, the League of Legends crowd, the Rocket League crowd. It would only fly in the Call of Duty. And it's expected and normal in the Call of Duty crowd.
It's normalized pretty much.
It's very normalized. So like
banter and trash talking.
I did take some stuff down when I saw, we had one post go viral that I wish it hadn't gone viral. I deleted it before.
Yeah. Sometimes it can get out of pocket, but
Yeah. But
That's just part of it.
That's part of the vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Call of Duty. You're running around shooting each other. You got to make light of it.
It's a pretty violent game, but
Yeah.
it's fun though.
It is fun. So here's a nice, wholesome question. Who's a teammate that brings out the best in you and how?
I'd probably have to say Jose.
Okay.
You know, me and Jose, like just our connection when we play COD is very chill, very vibey, you know. Usually at the end of the round, if we catch a dub, we're emoting, we're joking, we're having fun. And yeah, but probably just be Jose because we're very just chilled out, relaxed. We're not as serious as like Max or Ryder, but we still have the passion for it. But at the same time, we're just here to enjoy it and have a good time. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if you could go back and give your younger gamer self one piece of advice, what would it be?
It would probably have to be my younger self playing games. I'd probably say just to get a good quality headset and possibly get into another game other than COD if you want to take it serious. But
Battlefield.
yeah, it's not either Battlefield or Fortnite. But
Fortnite would be good.
Yeah. I know the competitive scene on COD is a bit iffy, but I still enjoy it though.
It's a healthy scene still. It's normal. We're out of the bubble. It's where it should be. It's where it should have been to start out right now. It's a slow growth. Otherwise, we're just going to bleed the industry dry.
Yeah. But in general, though, COD has gotten better and, it's still enjoyable.
Just people, the franchise owners have chilled out a little bit.
Yeah. Hopefully the next one's better.
Yeah.
Not better, but more enjoyable.
Agreed. Well, this last one was good. I love the Black Ops the campaigns in Black Ops are amazing.
Yeah.
Multiplayer, there's all sorts of stuff we could talk about.
Especially, I know Advanced Warfare campaign. That was probably my most favorite one.
Was it?
Yeah.
I haven't played that one.
I know some people were iffy about Advanced Warfare, but that's probably my most favorite one.
Yeah. So what do you think is the most misunderstood part about being a competitive gamer?
Probably being a competitive gamer, there's probably a stigma around, if you play games competitively, you're lazy or, you're just in front of a screen most of the time. Which is true, you are in front of a screen for a lot of time.
I'd hardly call it relaxing though.
Yeah, but it's very stressful, playing back to back, playing the same game for hours and hours. It's gonna get annoying sometimes, but just being able to throw reps in with your teammates and build a stronger connection between everybody, it makes it more fun. So
cool.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, I think it's funny when people tour the arena here and they comment on how the teams they come in here to relax, and I'm like, yeah, you don't know our COD team, you don't know our Veil team, you don't know our League team. Like if they're one of our varsity teams, they're not relaxed. It's very competitive. It's not, if you're in here just playing for fun, then it's relaxing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's like any normal sport. Like if you're kicking the soccer ball around with your friends, that's fun.
Yeah.
If you're in a tournament playing in a match, it's just high intensity.
Yeah, finding a balance between the two. Of course, if you're constantly playing like competitively every single day, it's gonna get overwhelming. But just having a fine balance between the two.
So in 10 years, how do you want to look back in your time playing COD with this team?
In 10 years, hopefully, we're all together, probably hop on a little quick COD sesh later at night. That's the dream, but hopefully we just all keep connected and
I love that.
Just joke around here and there.
That is my biggest hope, is that y'all stay connected when you leave here.
That's the dream right there.
So, cool. That concludes it. Anything else? Any parting words you'd like to leave with?
I'd probably have to say thank you everybody on the team. Max, Ryder, Jose. I know I just came in for a quick few months, but just the welcoming feeling that you guys gave me was very much appreciated and respected. And of course, the main guy right here, Eric. He made everything possible and made everything run smoothly. So once again, thank you, Eric.
Yeah, appreciate you, Jed. Appreciate all you guys, all the hard work you're putting in.
Yeah,
you guys went very far this year, and next semester we'll do even better.
Hopefully.
We'll just keep making improvements, keep building, keep growing.
Yeah,
that's the dream.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.